Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 10. That's right, folks. It's the trial of the century. The Turtles are outgunned, and they're having their day in court. That's something to behold, isn't it? Not really what I expect from my Ninja Turtle comic books, but hey, the jury rests its case, or whatever, law terms. We also know that a new creative team is looking to take over the book soon. So that's interesting. Excited to see how that's going to do. Another great team up. I can't wait to see what's going to happen there. Just been killing it. The Turtles are in such a good place right now. It's really cool to see that. I'm really glad that they can actually thrive and just have some cool stuff happening. It's the type of mature story I like to see from these characters. So we open up this issue and it's all about Raphael. He's reminiscing about his time in prison, and he's like, I would just fight people and they'd beat me up and I'd get dragged back to my cell, and it felt nice. I was just like a kid in a candy store. I liked just having the numbness of the situation happen around me. But that was then, and this is now, when he wakes up being locked up in the Bronx Zoo, and all of the turtles realize they are in a cage with their brother Donatello. They haven't seen him for a few issues now. He's been out on his own. But he brings them together. And he's just like, good. I mean, I had to leave at the time I did, so you could all listen to our father's voice. Did you hear him? Did you hear him? Like, yeah, we heard him. We tried to do it the way that our father would want to do it. But I can't hear him anymore. And Raphael's saying, like, I don't even hear his crying. But Donnie's like, it's okay. Like, we're not here to hear him. We have each other now. We were separated and we were a bunch of strangers, but now we're all together. And we can be reunited as the beings we are supposed to be. And Donnie gets them all to like do a group hug and just embrace. And you're like, yeah, this is nice. This is what brothers should do. We're the clan Hamato. We're awesome. We're bros being bros. And that niceness lasts for about 12 seconds before Mikey says like, all right, I forgive you guys for abandoning me. And they start yelling at each other. And then Raph's yelling at Mikey, and Mikey's yelling at Raph, and then Leo's telling them to stop being jerks, and then Donatello just to go sit in the corner, and as they're just screaming at each other, he just says, we're not going anywhere, we're not breaking out. I suggest everybody get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us. It's our day in court. And as Donatello collapses in like just a passed out defeat, we see that Casey Jones wakes up in the hospital realizing he's been shot. And he's like, wait, whoa, where's Raph? Where's April? It was Hale. He's like, it was Hale. Hale shot me. So we're going to come back to that. And there's a little rat watching Casey as that's happening. I think the rat metaphor is kind of leaning more towards just like Splinter now. I don't know. Maybe the Rat King stuff is going to come up. I like it just being like, oh, there's a little rat watching everybody, because Splinter's always lurking and he's always around just caring for his kids and his clan. That's kind of cool. We then get a sequence with the DA. And that's Hale, and he's like walking into the offices, and some of the soldiers are like, whoa, what are you doing out this late without any security? And he's like, oh, I heard some kids talking about this homeless encampment that's called Haleville, and how they all hate me and stuff, so I just put an end to it and I burned it down. And they're like, what? He's a terrible dude, and he's doing terrible stuff. Then the rest of this book is the Turtles on trial, and I'm like, that's really interesting. So Hale is obviously going to be like going against them. So he's like, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, these are animals. They're terrible. They're annoying creatures. And he's giving his opening remarks. And we don't go into too many detail about it, which I think is for the benefit of this book. It's more about the weird plan that Donatello's cooking up. He's the only one wearing a tie. I like the way it's just depicting these characters in like their little like formal attire. Leonardo is all buttoned up. Raph's got his collar popped. Donatello's got like a loose fitting tie that matches his bandana. Mikey's got his sleeves rolled up. It works. It's pretty cool. And you just see everyone in the courtrooms being like, yeah, these turtles are menaces. They've killed innocent people. They're torturing humans. Racism is big. It ain't looking good. Everyone's turning against them. The courtroom's like erupting with like applause for Hale being so talented. But luckily, the Turtles have an ace up their sleeve in the form of Donatello, because he's going to represent his brothers. So he gets up in front of everybody. He's like, hi, my name's Donnie. I'm Donatello Hamato. I'm going to speak for my brothers. He's like, we didn't kill anybody. killing's against our code because we're ninjas, and some ninjas kill, but we don't kill because we're not those types of ninjas. Anyways, that's it. Thank you. And everyone's like, what? And Mikey's like, okay, that's not going good. Then they call some witnesses to the stand, and it's like people that they beat up over time, like breaking the camera so they can't capture footage. Just street toughs that people are clearly working for Hale. Clearly, it's a huge setup. It's so obviously a setup, but nobody can go against it. And Donatello doesn't like cross-examine. He just says, no questions, Your Honor. And they're all like, what is happening? Donnie, like, this isn't a plan. I know this is like a weird thing to say, but how did they get their shirts on under the shell? Like, all of them have their shirt on under the shell. How did that happen? Like, I can kind of understand the pants, but how did the shirt get on? Okay. I just wanted to point that out. Anyways, Raph is looking into the crowd, and he realizes like some of the people there are the ninjas that were disguised that killed the warden from the first issue. So he leaps to attack them, which kind of like rests the case to Hale. Like, uh-oh, these guys are just out for blood. All the turtles go ready to like fight the soldiers and the people in the room, but they are restrained from doing anything. And then Hale's like, well, this was just kind of an easy victory. Like, look at them. They're just going to jump and attack everything. No, Your Honor, the prosecution rests. Like, they're done. Like the defense may call their first witness if they're ready. And Donnie's, like, looking at the dead rat. And they're like, Donnie, what's happening? And he's like, it's okay. It's okay. Everyone just start grabbing hands. So they start holding hands, closing their eyes in unison. And the judge is like, hey, defense, are you ready to call your witness or not? It's time to answer me. And it's like, oh, are they going to summon Splinter to, like, defend them? That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Maybe that's what's going to happen. We then see outside of the courtroom, there's two soldiers just, like, talking about what's happening inside there. And then a little rat walks in, and the little rat's watching him, and he's like, ugh, I hate these things. It's disgusting. And then a big old hockey stick bashes one of them in the head. And it's like, it's not the rat you should be worried about. It's the angry woman with a stick. And we see April O'Neil with the Casey Jones mask beating up some soldiers. And that's where the book ends. And I'm like, yep, you got me. I'm still in. I don't know where we're headed. Are we going to like force Ghost Splinter into being a witness for the Turtles? Is Casey just going to like be the surprise witness because they just like made him come awake or something? I don't know, but I'm all in. It's so much fun. It's so weird. It's the stuff you want to see. It's exactly the stuff you want to see. And we got a Shredder book coming out very soon, which is going to be exciting. They're in a good spot. I mean, the new creative team, I won't get into it too much, but people that I would want to see working on Turtles are about to be working on Turtles again, and that's really cool to see. This was fun. I wasn't expecting a trial book like this, but yeah, let's do it. Let's go crazy with it, man. It's really interesting. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 10. I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.